I'm Ruby Hartley, and I'm going to talk to you about the giant vinegaroon today. It is an arachnid, so it's a relative of the spider and tick species as well. It lives in New Mexico, Arizona, Texas, and some areas in Florida. Its habitat is dry, arid deserts, also some scrub forests and grasslands. They live under plant matter and under rock crevices and in burrows. They're fossorial, so they either dig their own burrows with their pedipalps that they have on their bodies, or they'll actually take burrows of other animals or other vinegaroons as well. The stages of growth, so here I have a couple pictures of that. Over here is the egg sac that the female will carry with the young in it for a few months. During this time, she stays in her burrow. She doesn't leave, so she's not hunting or gathering food or anything like that, so her body starts to wear down a little bit. They're called the giant vinegaroon is because they shoot an acetic acid vinegar-like substance from this pointy part of their tail right there. Not really in any dire need of conservation, but for being an arachnid or like looking kind of dangerous and scary the way they do, I like to bring awareness to the fact that like even insects like this are important to the ecosystems and things like that. They eat crickets and other like animals like that. Pretty much any insect, sometimes occasionally other arachnids, so they can help with things like that. And especially they won't spray unless they're threatened, so it's not like they're a pest species themselves. Entomology is the study of insects, so that would be something to look into. You could either take classes in entomology, specifically arachnology, which is the study of arachnids, or you could find a school where they have that as a major. Definitely you would need a college education, at least a bachelor's degree, but to be more specific in like entomology and things like that, I would definitely suggest a master's degree.
And what kind of internships would you suggest for someone who is hoping to learn more about this animal?
I would definitely suggest zoos. I'm sure like a lot of zoos have insect collections. They sometimes, like I know Zoo America in Hershey Park, they have like a nighttime, like nocturnal animal exhibit, and they would be one of those species that would be in there. So they carry 30 to 40 eggs on their back in this sac, and then, I mean, not all of them survive. Like when they go off, it's kind of interesting parental care that they do. I mean, it's not really parental care, but I mean, she hides in her burrow and then, you know, raises them on her back. But then even after they do their first molt, they're like tiny, and so yeah, they eat almost any other insects, anything. Like I have a picture of a desert cricket down there. Females are a bit larger, but not by much that you could really tell.
Yeah.
It's nothing like a substantial difference. Like with snakes, it's like the distance of like feet sometimes. Forms that I was talking about earlier, like the longer, pointier ones, of course, she's running away. But they kind of like tap each other on the sides. They like stick their buttocks. It's like 30-minute long like dance thing. It's really interesting for an insect. You wouldn't think that they would do something like that.
That's cool.